so grateful that I had the upbringing that I did with my parents because they loved us. Hi, I'm Susie Cobb. I'm from Indiana, but born and raised in Michigan. And I had a wonderful mother and father, and an older brother and an older sister, and a twin brother and a little sister. So we were a busy house. I must say that I must have been a daddy's girl because I was always chasing behind daddy, going down in the basement and helping with something. Probably wasn't much help at all. But my dad was Paul. He was a very loving father. And he and my mother were the best parents ever. In fact, sometimes when you think about them, you get a little teary-eyed. But I'm so grateful that I had the upbringing that I did with my parents because they loved us. We never were mistreated. We never did without, even though they went without. I remember one year my dad told me, well, Mom doesn't get a winter coat this year because you kids all grew up. But he ended up being my best friend. We did so many things together. We made applesauce, made wonderful memories, went to St. Simon's to visit my oldest sister and Ron, and had great times together. But has always been my best friend. And he's gone now. And one thing that my nephew told me, he said, Aunt Susie, you were there at the beginning and you were there at the end. And that made my heart feel good. But family means a lot to me. And that's something that was passed down by our parents. And I hope that I can instill the same thing into my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren, is the love of family and the love of Jesus, because the Lord is a big part of my life. And I walked up and down Ford Road by myself with the Lord. And at that point, he became more important to me. And it was not just a religion, but a fellowship. I'm very proud of both of my children because they both have a very strong faith, and I see that all the time. But I hope that my grandchildren will carry on that hope of faith and love of Jesus in their lives. And that's probably is my most constant prayer. My children, my grandchildren, I hope you know how much you mean to me, how much I love you. And I know the littles know that Mama loves them because they tell me all the time. But I just want them to remember some of the special times we've had. We've taken a couple of cruises. We read stories, make crafts, have fun together. And they're the specials in my life. Jeffrey is a quiet soul. He doesn't let his feelings be known, but you can see them. And how he cares, not just for me, but for his children and his grandchildren and his wife and his church. His faith is strong, but I'm very proud of my daughter, who's a wonderful grandma. She loves her grandkids to distraction. She has a very strong faith and has even stepped out of her box to teach, have Bible study with a senior living center. It's a beautiful thing to know that she is spreading the word. And she cares for lots of people. She worries about everyone that she has to say no to when she cannot take them into the nursing home. The strength has got to come from God. Especially recently when I found out that I have cancer. But even with that, God gave me godly doctors that I have confidence in, godly people to take care of me. God is important and needs to be in your life. But I'd say next is family, being kind, not just to the people that you know, but everyone has been created by God. And to just look for those good qualities and find something good in people. Each one is different and each one is special. But I do have to say my twin brother was the most special. Like I said, growing up, we fought like dogs and grew up to be best friends. To thank her for all she did for us, all she gave up for us, because she did. I tell her I love her. Most important.
And so I remember when my dad came home that night. They were born in December. And my dad came home and said, your mother's had twins, a boy and a girl. And there are two babies, two little baskets for babies. And my mother, of course, was nursing because everybody did at that time. And I thought, how does this work? So, and I remembered the babies. They were so much fun to play with because, you know, they're babies and you're 10 and you could change their diapers and all that kind of thing. But Christmas came and my mom said, now Christmas is going to be a little different this year because we've got the twins. And I remember some people brought a big basket of food to our house. And apparently it had our Christmas dinner in it. And we shared it with my aunts and uncles that lived close to us. And then, of course, we had stockings. Even the babies had stockings. But then later, as we all grew up, we started to get together with our kids, and I started to meet my nieces and nephews. This is hard for the family, but Susie's one of these people. She is so strong. Even my little sister, I can lean on her. The faith is just, it's amazing. She knows the Lord. She knows the Lord better than any of us, I think.
I don't know. I think you think a little more of me than what I really am. Because I'm just
Susie.
Yeah. And I have the same faults everybody else does. I get angry. I have wants and wishes that don't come through, but I don't care. You know, I have what's important. And I wanted to spend time with my siblings. My brother was gone, my twin brother was gone. But I did go and visit Emily and Gregory and Corey and had a wonderful time. This lady beside me has always been important to me. A special person. We've had special relationships. more than just sisters, but I think friends. We've always loved each other. And so I want to make sure that all the people that I love end up with me in heaven someday.